Before you buy your next camera or upgrade your lens, look up. Because in 2026, the most exciting shots are happening in the sky. In today's video, we're diving into the top 6 drones of 2026 that every serious content creator and videographer needs to know about. These aren't just flying toys, we're talking cinematic 4K and 6K monsters, sub 250-gram travel beasts, and smart drones that can track you, dodge obstacles, and basically become your flying cameraman. Whether you're shooting client work, YouTube B-roll, travel films, or short-form content, there is a drone on this list that will completely change the way your footage looks this year. So grab your storyboard, clear some space on your memory card, and let's jump straight into drone number 1, because your next signature shot might be 100 meters above your head. Coming in at number 6, the HoverAir X1 Pro Max is an ultra-portable, foldable drone built primarily for action sports, vlogging, and solo creators who need high-end aerial shots without flying a traditional drone. Rather than focusing on long-range flights, it is optimized to stay close to you, follow you automatically, and capture cinematic angles while you focus on your activity. The X1 Pro Max captures up to 8K video at 30 frames per second, with 4K slow motion up to 120 frames per second and 48 megapixel still photos, giving creators plenty of resolution to crop, reframe, or punch in during editing. The drone supports 10-bit HLG/HDR video, including vertical formats, which is ideal for preserving highlight detail and color when grading for modern HDR or social platforms. Internal storage is 64 gigabytes with support for microSD expansion up to 1 terabyte, so you can record long sessions without constantly offloading footage. With a weight under 200 grams and a fully enclosed propeller cage, the X1 Pro Max is safer and more people-friendly than many traditional drones, making it less intimidating when flying close to faces and bodies. It offers around 16 minutes of flight time per battery, with level 5 wind resistance, around 10.7 meters per second or 24 miles per hour, so it can handle real-world outdoor conditions like running, cycling, or light mountain winds. The drone can follow subjects at speeds up to about 42 kilometers per hour, with tracking bursts up to 60 kilometers per hour, meaning it can keep up with activities like cycling, skiing, or trail running. It uses advanced AI tracking, often branded as ShadowTrack, with body and face recognition plus motion prediction, allowing it to stay locked on you even when you change direction or briefly move behind obstacles. The X1 Pro Max is designed to fly itself using preset flight modes such as hover, follow, side follow, dolly track, zoom out, orbit, and bird's eye, so you can trigger cinematic moves with one tap. Many modes are optimized for solo creators. You can launch it from your hand, have it automatically frame you, then land back in your hand when finished, without ever touching traditional joysticks. Coming in at number 5. The DJI Avata 2 is a lightweight, FPV Cinehoop-style drone designed to give creators an immersive, inside-the-action perspective while still delivering SF4 stabilized high-quality 4K footage. It stands out by blending FPV excitement with practical safety features, improved image quality, and smarter flight tech that make it far more approachable than traditional FPV builds. First, the design. Avata 2 comes in at around 377 grams, with a compact 185 by 212 by 64 mm frame and built-in propeller guards. That Whoop-style body is purpose-built for tight spaces and low-level flying, giving you the confidence to get close to subjects and surfaces that would feel risky with a traditional camera drone. At the heart of the Avata 2 is a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor with 12 megapixel stills and a super-wide 155-degree field of view. It can shoot up to 4K 60 frames per second HDR, with additional frame rate options in 2.7K and 1080p for up to 100 to 120 frames per second, giving you plenty of slow-motion flexibility for action scenes and dynamic B-roll. Performance-wise, Avata 2 balances speed with control. It can reach horizontal speeds up to 27 meters per second in manual mode, with ascent and descent speeds up to 9 meters per second in sport, letting you chase subjects and pull off dramatic dives. Despite the performance, it still offers up to around 23 minutes of flight time, which is strong for an FPV-style craft of this size. Safety and reliability are key for creators flying in real locations, and Avata 2 improves on this with downward and backward visual positioning sensors, level 5 wind resistance, and precise hovering supported by GPS, Galileo, and Beidou. Video transmission uses DJI's O4 system, providing low-latency 1080p live feed at up to 60 frames per second and a maximum range of up to about 13 kilometers, depending on region and regulations, meaning a cleaner, more stable FPV view for composing shots. One of the underrated advantages of Avata 2 is how creator-friendly the workflow is. The drone includes 46 gigabytes of internal storage, enough for roughly 90 minutes of 1080p/60 footage, so you're protected if you forget a micro SD card. There's also high-speed quick transfer, enabling you to move clips straight to your phone for fast edits and social uploads without needing a laptop on location. Coming in at number 4, the DJI Air 3S hits a very sweet spot. It combines serious image quality, long flight time, and advanced safety features in a package that's still compact enough to throw in a backpack. The headline feature of the DJI Air 3S is its dual camera setup, a 1-inch 50-megapixel wide-angle camera and a 70mm equivalent medium telephoto camera. That means you can capture sweeping landscapes and tight, compressed shots of your subject without changing drones or getting dangerously close. Both cameras support 4K/60 frames per second HDR video with up to around 14 stops of dynamic range, giving you plenty of flexibility in post for grading and high-contrast scenes like sunsets or cityscapes. For stills, you get high-resolution 48 to 50 megapixel photos, plus burst and AEB modes that are great for professional workflows and HDR photography. In the air, the Air 3S is built to stay up and stay safe. You get up to about 45 minutes of flight time in ideal conditions, which is a big deal on real shoots because it means more usable takes and fewer battery swaps. It can cover up to roughly 32 kilometers on a single battery in optimal scenarios, and it handles wind-up to around 12 meters per second, making it reliable for coastal shoots and open landscapes. Where it really stands out is obstacle sensing. The Air 3S adds forward-facing LiDAR on top of an omnidirectional binocular vision system and a downward infrared sensor, giving it nightscape obstacle detection for low-light flying. This means safer flights at dusk or in dim environments and a much lower chance of clipping trees, buildings, or cables when you're focused on framing the shot. The drone includes features like time-lapse, panoramic imaging, and even high-quality vertical recording for social media, which is perfect if you publish both cinematic videos and short-form content from the same project. With 42 gigabytes of internal storage plus a micro SD slot, you also get a safety net if you forget a card or fill one mid-flight. Coming in at number 3, the DJI Mini 3 is a compact sub-250-gram camera drone designed to give creators strong image quality, long flight time, and easy portability without the complexity or cost of larger rigs. It stands out for its 4K HDR camera, extended battery life, and beginner-friendly design that still offers enough control and flexibility for serious content work. The drone uses a 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor paired with a bright f1.7 lens, capturing detailed 4K video at up to 30 frames per second and high-resolution stills, with support for raw photos. A mechanical 3-axis gimbal keeps footage smooth and stable, even in moderate wind, so your shots look professional straight out of the camera. One of its standout creator-focused features is true vertical shooting, where the camera physically rotates for native vertical framing instead of just cropping a horizontal image. That means sharper, cleaner vertical footage for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts without losing resolution. With the standard intelligent flight battery, the Mini 3 can stay in the air for around 30 to 38 minutes in ideal conditions, depending on region and configuration. That longer airtime gives you more chances to refine your moves and capture multiple takes without constantly landing to swap batteries. Quick shots like Drone, Helix, Rocket, Circle, and Boomerang automate complex flight paths, making it easy to capture dynamic, repeatable shots with a single tap. Combined with GPS, vision positioning, and a very intuitive DJI Fly app, it's accessible even if you're a first-time pilot. Compared with the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 3 keeps core features like the same 1/1.3-inch sensor, 4K recording, and true vertical shooting, but at a lower price by trimming some advanced options, like 4K 60 frames per second and the newer O3 transmission. That makes it a smarter buy for many creators who care more about image quality and flight time than about every high-end spec. Coming in at number 2, the DJI Mini 4 Pro is one of the most capable ultra-compact drones on the market, giving creators a mix of serious image quality, strong safety features, and travel-friendly size that few rivals match. The Mini 4 Pro weighs under 249 grams, which means in many regions it avoids heavier registration and licensing requirements, making it more accessible for beginners and casual creators. Its foldable design slips easily into a small bag, so videographers can carry it alongside cameras and lenses without adding much bulk. A 1/1.3-inch CMOS sensor captures 48 megapixel photos and records up to 4K at 100 frames per second, giving sharp stills and detailed video with room for slow motion. Support for 10-bit D-Log-M and HLG color modes provides wide dynamic range and flexibility in color grading, which is especially useful for matching drone footage to cinema cameras in post-production. The camera also supports 4K/60 frames per second HDR and true vertical shooting, where the gimbal physically rotates for native vertical video ideal for TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts, without heavy reframing. In real-world use, the Mini 4 Pro offers up to about 34 minutes of flight time on the standard battery, enough for multiple passes and varied angles in a single flight. It uses DJI's O4 transmission system, delivering a stable 1080p/60 frames per second live feed and up to around 20 kilometers rated range in ideal conditions, which translates into a more reliable signal and fewer dropouts on shoots. Crucially, it brings omnidirectional obstacle sensing to the Mini line, using binocular vision sensors and a 3D infrared sensor to detect obstacles in all directions. This not only improves safety for new pilots, but also enables more confident flying in tight or complex environments. It also offers automated flight and camera moves, such as focus track and various quick shots, letting solo creators capture dynamic, repeatable shots without having to master manual flight choreography. These modes make it easier to capture cinematic reveals, orbits, and tracking shots that would otherwise require considerable piloting skill, which is a major benefit for YouTubers and small production teams. Coming in at number 1, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro is a flagship drone designed for serious content creators and videographers who want cinema-level image quality in a portable, foldable body. It stands out with a unique triple camera system, long flight time, advanced obstacle sensing, and powerful new transmission tech that pushes range and reliability far beyond previous Mavic generations. The headline feature is its triple camera Hasselblad system, a wide-angle main camera plus medium tele and telephoto lenses, all built into a compact gimbal. The main Hasselblad wide camera uses a new generation 4/3 type CMOS sensor with up to 100 megapixel effective resolution, enabling extremely detailed stills and very clean crops. It records video up to 6K at 60 frames per second in HDR and 4K at up to 120 frames per second for slow motion, with 10-bit profiles like D-Log, D-Log-M, and HLG for serious color grading flexibility. The medium tele, around 70 mm equivalent, and long tele lenses use high-resolution 1/1.3-inch and 1/1.5-inch sensors, roughly 48 megapixels and 50 megapixels respectively, letting you punch into distant subjects while still shooting 4K 60 HDR and up to 4K 100 slow motion on the tele. For creators, this means one drone can cover sweeping landscapes, intimate compressions, and tight detail shots without needing to land and swap lenses. The Mavic 4 Pro introduces an infinity gimbal, a redesigned ball-style gimbal that allows 360 degrees rotation and up to about 70 degrees upward shooting, opening up new compositions like full orbits around subjects, vertical spins, and extreme top-down to up-angle transitions. Rated flight time is roughly 51 to 52 minutes, a noticeable improvement over earlier Mavic generations and enough for extended commercial flights or multiple takes per battery. Top speed reaches around 25 meters per second in sport mode, with strong wind resistance, around 12 meters per second, and a maximum takeoff altitude of about 6,000 meters, so it stays stable and controllable in demanding environments. Combined with omnidirectional stabilization and the 360-degree gimbal, this drone can maintain smooth, cinematic motion even during fast chases, complex tracking shots, or aggressive direction changes, which is vital for professional-looking footage. For videographers and content creators, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro is effectively a compact aerial cinema rig. It offers the flexibility of multiple lenses, the safety of next-gen sensing, and the reliability of long flight times and robust transmission, all in a foldable package that can fly almost anywhere you work. And that wraps up the top 6 drones of 2026 6 flying beasts that prove the future of the sky is already here. From ultra-portable travel drones to pro-level aerial cinema machines, there's something on this list for every kind of pilot. Remember, the best drone isn't always the most expensive one, it's the one that actually matches how you fly, what you film, and how often you'll take it out of the bag. Make sure you like, comment your favorite drone, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming reviews. See you on the next one.